Zero Dawn. All right, so now the fun part. Now we get to fight, argue, slit each other's throats, whatever it takes to find a consensus so we can officially hand out the Dagger Tooths to this year's winners. And this is where we try to convert someone, make our good arguments. This is the war room, as they say. So let's get right to it. Let's see what happens. I'm going to start going from these back to the beginning, so we have time to kind of absorb these categories. And I've been trying to keep track of all the winners as well. I mean, it might not be perfect, but I've been trying to keep track of who voted for what. Or maybe not voted, but what your selection was. It might make the process a little faster. So here we go. Up first in the category of favorite art direction, me and Shay picked Cuphead. Fish picked Edith Finch, and Josh picked Snipperclips. Now, right now there's a 2-person edge for Cuphead. Do you guys have a strong case against Cuphead winning the Dagger Tooth for art direction of the year, Josh and Fish?
No, that was on my short list. That was another game that I really enjoyed the art style of. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, that art style is definitely striking. And yeah, it was definitely a runner-up, but yeah, I'm not going to try and fight for Edith Finch because I feel like, yeah, Cuphead does deserve recognition in that regard as far as their art style in there.
Yeah, that is no other game has ever looked like Cuphead, and the art direction is part of what compels you to keep progressing. Right off the bat, we're not even going to fight at all. No fighting there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like it. The main reason it didn't make it for my personal list is just because I didn't really feel like it informed the gameplay itself as much as Snipperclips did. So but I still absolutely love the art style.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a pretty easy winner. The official Dagger Tooth. Congratulations to Cuphead for winning Best Art Direction 2017. Next up on the docket, that award has been removed from the I guess I said they were behind the stage at the beginning of the show. So I'm pretending but imagine I'm calling the developers up and we're handing them out in our imaginary podcast realm. Up next is favorite character. Now, I'm not going to fight for Prince Sidon, my beloved Shark Prince, because that would be pointless. Shay went with Senua from Senua's Sacrifice, which is a pretty beloved character. Josh went with Jadariel from Pyre. And Fish, I can't remember off the top of my head who Fish went with. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember all these. It's been like half an hour.
He went with BJ Blazkowicz.
Oh, that's right. BJ Blazkowicz.
And my tie was here with Kat and Senua. I don't know if you caught that.
Really, you shafted Morgan, Fish, and now that I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But speaking
You'll
of
do a
shafting
line off his cock, but you just don't really like his personality.
Speaking of shafted.
That's true.
Okay, so I will start the opening arguments here. I think Senua is a strong case. Both the performance that she gives, her eyes, everything about her personality, just sort of this fearless aggression into her madness. Fish, I cannot get behind BJ Blazkowicz. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't know if you have some runner-up characters. I'm not going to be taking that dive with you.
Okay, so... Well, I haven't played Hellblade, so I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah. The thing is, well, I have heard of, plenty of... Hearing you guys talk about her, yeah, definitely. I could see that type of stuff I would get into, especially the part that she's very expressive and just the way she interacts with, I guess, her environment.
It's tricky. I'd like this award to be emblematic of how we feel as a whole. Now, not all of us will play all these games, but
yeah, I like Senua. That's good. She was on my short list as well. No one mentioned him, but we kind of all mentioned him elsewhere. Lewis Finch was also close to there, but I I moved his towards the story direction, towards the moments.
Yeah, he's not really a character. He's just someone you learn about.
Yeah.
Per se.
No, he's a character. He just doesn't have enough development, I think, over the long term.
Yeah.
He's definitely a character. We all have said these characters in this game feel so vibrant and lifelike, but at the same time, I don't think, like, in the short term it's brilliant, but I mean for the long term in this category, I feel like you want more character development.
Yeah, that's why I decided against him personally
as
for this
brilliant
one.
of a short story as it is, it's a one-note story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's one. That's yes. That's why.
Who else was on your short list, Josh?
Jodariel, Cappy, just because he's just
Cappy,
fun,
yeah.
just for fun. He's a fun character.
Fun, yeah, fun character.
And Beatrice Santello from Night in the Woods, which none of you have played, but she's the crocodile alligator. I'm not sure. I don't think they ever said, but
I played Night in the Woods.
yeah, but B
I played like 3 hours
is
of it.
yeah, probably the best character in that game by a lot.
This is going to be tricky. I might propose sort of a bargain of sorts. If you think about this category, especially like Jodariel too, Josh, that character didn't personally connect with me that well, but I know that Pyre is one of those games where everyone finds a character to some degree that they connected with. So that's a tough one. What if we gave it to something like that's more iconic? Not necessarily your traditional character with a lot of depth, but like Cuphead looks iconic, or Cappy is an option. Not really your traditional character, but it's something that would be considered a character. Maybe something a little different. Like, is there any characters this year you'd consider iconic in non-traditional ways?
Senua.
Iconic?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about? Well, nah.
Hmm.
Well, I haven't played it.
That's a shame, because I think she is iconic in the sense that, like, she is this woman who doesn't need a lover, but she still seeks him out anyways, and she is badass enough to kill gods. I'm sorry, that to me blows almost any female character this year or any year in gaming out of the water. She is literally... Hold on. She's literally suffering from psychosis, and she kills gods. Like, how much more badass? That is like Kratos level badass without all the shitty dialogue of Kratos.
Yeah, but did she get her head cut off and reattached to a super soldier's body and continued on killing?
Come on, man.
No, but she did
Come on.
carry a skull.
No, but
with
she
her
did
the
slow down
entire
time
game.
so she could cut off other people's heads.
Mm-hmm.
There is that.
Yeah.
I like Senua, but I don't have much of an attachment for her because I've only played like 3 hours of the game. So I don't feel... I get Shay's points. I think they're all valid. I mean, she's expressionistic. She's badass. The performance is great.
Yeah.
I just personally don't feel as strong of a connection with her because I have only played a couple hours of it, and the game itself I was not a huge fan of. So that's tough for me. I'm not discrediting her. I think she is definitely one of our stronger choices right now. But
that wasn't the question. The question was iconic, and I answered that question.
no.
Is she iconic? Yes, I
Iconic,
absolutely
that's
think
not
she is.
what iconic is. Like Mario, Donkey Kong, maybe the main character from Nier.
Yeah,
Like you can
that guy
see,
in
you
the
don't
restroom
have to-
signs. Iconic.
Like there's people that don't even know what video games are and they can see things. God damn it, Josh. Like, if you show Senua to people who don't play video games,
I'm well aware of what iconic means. Like, that's why I compared her to Kratos. Kratos is iconic. Even though people don't
Kratos
necessarily
is
play
iconic.
video games.
Yes.
If they saw him. Fucking Lara Croft is iconic. I think
Yes, yep.
if this game were to become a series, then Senua would be iconic.
No, it's not that kind of
Yes.
game.
Yes.
It's not a corporate.
No, I just Jesus Christ.
so in
I
other
just
words,
said if
the
this was
shittier
a
it is,
series.
It would never be
Yeah.
a series because of the kind of game it is. It's a 8-hour game about
And?
madness and psychosis and misery.
Okay, so that's why again, Third time now. I said if it was a series, if it was that type of game.
Even without that, I mean,
I agree.
Think about all the one-offs. Basically, every Shadow of the Colossus eco games like that, the characters are still iconic. I mean,
yes,
you don't need a fucking series to be an iconic mascot. That's easy enough to do if you have a good enough character. And
do you think the characters from Eco are iconic?
Yeah,
you are on.
Yes.
I mean, you can see the silhouette of the main character in that game, and it's
boy with horns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Blech. Okay, Shay, how about this?
Yeah, okay. Lara Croft, woman with tits.
Come on now.
In accordance with
early Lara Croft was on
a plumber with a mushroom.
Plumber with a mushroom? With plumber with a mustache.
Yeah. A dragon who breathes fire. A bandicoot that collects Wumpa fruit. Come on, you're generalizing because you personally didn't get through the game.
That's about impact. No, it's about impact that the game is.
Yeah.
That character's having on society.
This would be it from this year.
That is not.
Yes, it
true.
would.
BJ Blazkowicz is destroying evil out there.
Nobody's playing it. Not enough people are playing Hellblade.
And
how do you know?
I've been following the sales. I understand the general level of buzz. I mean, I'm just hypothesizing here.
Obviously, the character of the year is the human male guardian. Any of them, just any of them. They're all, It's the character of the year.
No. They don't have facial hair, Josh. That's where they went wrong.
You're afraid of beards anyway. Shay, what were your runners-up for favorite character? Just for the sake of conversation.
I didn't have a runner-up. The two were Senua and Kat from Gravity Rush 2.
That's true.
Are you groaning after you just picked favorite game for another year being No Man's Sky? So you basically
cheated released last year.
You cheated on
it was released last. It was released last year.
And you picked the worst game.
When was No Man's Sky released, Shay?
That's not what we're talking about. That game category was about playing a game for the first time.
No, it was not.
Different year.
At no point did I say playing a game for the first time. That never left my mouth ever. It never was typed ever. No, that's called
a loophole, and that's picking a loophole to pick a shitty-ass game that we argued about last year.
Added that in there. I never said that.
No, I didn't add that in there. That's what everyone else thought.
On any No Man's Sky talk for the rest of the night, it's dead. It's dead.
Yes. Agreed.
Just period.
Agreed.
All right, well,
from now on.
Senua was dead.
Agreed.
To me.
That's actually unclear.
What about... I could probably settle on Cappy begrudgingly.
Nah.
No, it's Senua.
So Josh had Cappy as a...
Fuck that Cap.
I think three of us just said Senua.
Yeah. I mean,
the only issue
I could settle on something from Pyre, but like you said before, someone different is going to appeal to everyone. Yeah. So you couldn't really pick a character from that game and have it feel satisfactory to anybody. Because it's just
Rookie?
Rookie's pretty cool.
You would pick Rookie.
We could huddle around Rookie.
Who's your runner-up, Fish? Who would you say your runners-up were for favorite character behind BJ Blazkowicz?
Didn't we just say three or Senua? What are we arguing about here?
Finch.
We don't have 3 Senua votes. Where are you getting that from?
Yeah, we do. Josh said he would settle for it. Fish said he would settle for it, and that's my choice. That's
Fish
3.
Never said that.
I didn't. I don't think I settled for it.
Yeah, he never settled for it. You're trying to put words in his mouth.
So now you're backpedaling. Okay.
I didn't hear him say he settled for it.
Well, let me front
Okay.
Sorry. That was a terrible joke, but just the situation made me laugh.
The fact that I haven't played it it keeps me from actually. I mean,
that
Shay, Josh, you both
right?
has
because that's
stated
the whole point of this is for us to convince each other.
That's true.
Yeah, and you guys have said some valid points. I just don't see that. Like Morgan saying, iconic. Like I don't really see her as like a iconic type of character. She doesn't necessarily have to be iconic, but like I look at like Cuphead, I'd rather choose him
All
for
right, now we're talking.